I really want to get someone on a call right now to discuss this hypothetical that I have. I'd like Goblin to get on a call with me right now so he can discuss it with me, but it seems like he may be in the middle of some kind of strange situation. Then we'll have to... He's calling me... He's calling my... Oh my god. He's calling my cell phone. Yes? Why are you calling my cell phone? Jesus Christ, hang on. Hello?
Hello?
Oh god. Okay, you're live?
Can you hear me?
Yeah! So, okay, let me propose it to chat, because I haven't told them yet. So here's the situation, right? Let's say you have now been told that once a year, one time a year, you know what day it is, you have time to prepare, it's the same day every year. But once a year, there's an event that happens and you have to participate in this event. That event is, there is an orangutan wielding a sword that you have to fight to submission. All right, that doesn't mean you have to kill the orangutan. You can kill the orangutan, but you have to fight it into submission, whether that's knocking it unconscious, killing it, but it has a sword and it's an orangutan. And you have to do that once a year. Or alternatively, instead of having to fight this orangutan once a year, every time you get into your car, you have to fight a chicken. Every time you get in your car, you have to fight a chicken. So, Goblin, how have you been pondering this?
Now, the way it was described was kill a chicken every time you enter your car.
Well, you have to fight the chicken. Honestly, I feel like the easiest way to deal with the chicken is to kill it. Is my personal opinion. So we could say that, yeah, you have to kill the chicken.
So we're killing chickens all day.
Yeah. Well, every time you get in your car, you're gonna kill a chicken.
So I've been leaning towards the orangutan.
Really?
Feel like, yeah. Feel like the nuisance of all these dead chickens every single day, all these corpses.
So that's actually something that I considered as well, because the chicken, you're in and out of your car every day. Like the corpse, it's not a video game. The corpses don't just disappear. Like you're gonna have a buildup of chicken bodies after a while.
Right, I'll come home from work and the chicken will still be there, and then the next day it's gonna pile up again. The thing with the orangutan, I can prepare for that. It's not as mentally... The stress from knowing that you're going to have to kill a live chicken every day when you wake up.
I'm sorry. The stress. Yeah, so that was a big argument that Samantha had. Samantha made the argument that the chicken deal was much more of a psychological punishment more than anything. Every single day you have to deal with a chicken just like 5 o'clock in the morning, you're leaving for work, you're opening your car door, and just a violent chicken is flapping and its talons are up in your face, you know what I mean? Have you considered how much you'd save on groceries if you pick the chicken option?
I haven't, because I don't know how to pluck and cook a chicken and cut the head off. I mean, there's a lot that goes into that. It's not just like but have a rotisserie chicken ready to go. Okay,
that's true, but is that not just like a YouTube video away? You know what I mean? Like
I mean, it could be, but it's just a whole nother mess that you got in your
Yeah, that's true. That is a lot of time consumption.
I feel like you need a lot of setup.
Yeah, to prepare a whole chicken.
It is free food. You would be set for life. I think.
Like, I mean, all you'd need, like, if you ever run out of money for food, all you need to do is open your car door, and there's a chicken.
An entire chicken.
My thing is, I feel like the first month, you know what I mean, is going to be pure hell. But after a month, I feel like I would get really efficient at executing chickens. I feel like I would be able to take out a chicken in like less than 10 seconds. I feel like I would get so efficient at executing a chicken, right, that when I open my car door, it comes flying at me. I could just catch it by the neck and just do like a quick like twirl, you know what I mean? And it's out. And then I just toss it in my driveway. I'll deal with it when I get home. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like after a month, I'd be so efficient at killing chickens that it would add at most 10 seconds to my routine. And at that point, it's like, is that really that much of a nuisance? 10 seconds of your morning?
I guess you'd get desensitized to killing a small animal, but
well, that is a whole nother thing, is like the whole moral side of you're killing an animal every day.
Right. Multiple. Multiple.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Sam just said that in chat as well. It's not just in the morning, it's every time you get in your car. Literally, like when you get up in the morning to go to work, when you're going home from work, you want to run to 7-Eleven late at night and pick up some delicious taquitos. You got to kill a chicken first.
That would definitely stop me from doing something like that. Like if I had to like run out, grab something, and it's like, oh man, there's a chicken waiting for me there.
No.
I already don't want to go.
Yeah, you're already just kind of like pushing it, being like, man,
Tired.
I shouldn't get a snack
like,
right now, but I'm just craving it.
Oh, fuck the chicken. Like, I can't.
God, I'm gonna have to kill the chicken again. Here's an argument that I made, because I lean towards the chickens. All right, you lean towards the orangutan. I lean towards the chickens because really the fact of the matter is the chickens are an avoidable situation. Like, you know what I mean? You are causing the chicken to appear by getting in your car. Yes, you do need your car for a lot of things, but ultimately you could avoid the chicken. Whereas the orangutan, you have to fight him once a year. There's no avoiding that situation. Once a year, you are being pit against an orangutan with a sword. So like, like what, you know what I mean? So like, yeah, dealing with a chicken in your car every single day, that's a pain in the ass, and really stressful. But imagine the stress that comes with knowing at the end of the year, you're gonna fight an orangutan with a sword. I don't know if I could fight an orangutan, regardless of whether it has a sword or not.
I'm with Sam. I think the orangutan all day.
Really?
Yeah, because you get one stressful time a year where you're like, all right, I gotta. No, we don't have to kill the orangutan, right?
You just have to make it submit. Whether that means putting it in a sleeper hold and making it unconscious. I don't know. Maybe he taps out. I don't know. Yeah, you don't necessarily have to kill it. You just need to make the orangutan submit.
I think the chicken situation would be a little chaotic for me.
This is under the assumption that the chickens and the orangutans are both very aggressive and both like just instinctively want to attack you. They're like, for them, it's life or death. Every time they see you, it's life or death. So you have to subdue the chicken. It's like,
so it's just a hand-to-hand combat with an orangutan. I mean, I don't think I could win on an orangutan. Like
that's
a frenzied,
the thing.
Wild monkey of a beast.
That's what I mean, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying the first time I fight the orangutan for the first time, it is pure luck if I win that fight. Pure luck. And then after that, for me to have to go undefeated, you know what I mean? 10-0 against an orangutan. That means me going 10-0 in fights against orangutans means that I get to live 10 more years. You know what I mean? If I pick the orangutan, I got 3 years max. And then I'm dead. Like, there's no way I'm going more than 3-0 against a fucking orangutan with a sword. Are you kidding me? Like, I'm dead in 3 years if I pick the orangutan. Would you rather shorten your lifespan that much as opposed to dealing with the psychological damage of chickens?
I think the chickens would get to me. It would just be the end. I think I'd shorten my lifespan with the chickens.
That was Samantha's argument. Samantha's argument was
I would be miserable.
I'd
be miserable.
She just said, yeah, I mean, your quality of life is just down the toilet. She said it all ends with death with the orangutan or the chicken. She said the orangutan will kill me, or I'm just going to shoot myself with the chickens. So like,
yeah. I think that'd be it.
Grace, I think Grace seems to be thinking that she can train these chickens to build some coal.
We're not training.
No, the chickens are trying to rip your throat out. They're trying to beak out your eyeballs. So, Autumn is asking though, how much sword training does the orangutan have? I'm saying
that was a good point. I don't know. Maybe the orangutan is just gonna kind of look at it and kind of like.
I'd like to say, since I'm building this hellscape universe right now, I'd like to say that the orangutan at least understands how to properly wield the sword. Like, it can hold it in both its hands like a katana, and it understands the concept of swinging it. All right, I'm gonna say that. I'm not saying that it's like a master in the art of sword fights. You know what I mean? He's not like a fencing expert or anything. I'm just saying he can hold it and he can swing it. You know what I mean? What kind of sword? I think a katana. I'll just give them a kiss.
That's it's funny because that's what I imagined.
That's what I know. That's immediately what my brain went to.
You didn't even specify what kind of sword, but I just immediately pictured an orangutan with a sharp, long katana.
Me too. Okay, we're on the same wavelength then. I would guarantee your best bet at fighting this thing, you need to somehow goad it into throwing the sword at you. You know what I mean? Because I feel like the only way I'm gonna win that fight is if I get my hands on the sword. I feel like that's the only way I'll have an advantage. And I'm not gonna get it from his hands. I have to somehow trick the orangutan. I don't know if he's gonna throw it like a spear or if he's just gonna like chuck it at me, but I just need to somehow get him to throw the sword at me. How else do you plan on beating this orangutan? You know what I mean? Well, Goblin, do you have any other words of wisdom on this orangutan situation we have going on?
No, not really any wise words, no.
Okay. Well, I see you seem to be on the same side as everyone else that I've talked to about this with in regards to picking the orangutan over the chickens. It's very clear that people see the chickens as a psychological punishment.
I was thinking about it all day. I think this was brought up like when my shift started at work, and I think I've been thinking about it all day.
I appreciate you coming on and giving your opinion. I'm sure we'll have more discussions about this later. All right, bye, Goblin. All right, well, that was informative. That was a very informative segment. All right, so there's the orangutan thing.